everybody, I'm Steve Beckmen, and it's Q4 2017. And before we get into the wines, the new releases that we have this quarter, I want to talk about this year's harvest, which we're just finishing up. It's been a really great year in 2017, quite a different year than the last few. Our harvest this year was much more spread out than the last few years, which is great for the winemakers and the people working and the people in the field, so we didn't feel pressured to pick all the grapes within a 2-week or 3-week period. We started harvest at the end of August and finishing up at the end of October. Post-harvest in the vineyard is a pretty slow time of the year. Before we get to kind of our vacation time out there in December, we have a lot of work to do to get the netting all put away. We'll get that wrapped up and put away, and then we'll start working on the soil, prepare it for our cover crops, and we'll toss in a little bit of a biodynamic spray in there as well, something we like to put on the soil after harvest. Out in the vineyard during harvest, we typically work at night. So this year I've been having the crew show up about 8 o'clock in the evening, and they'll work for about 9 or 10 hours overnight, pick all the grapes, and then my dad and I, if they're grapes grown on Purisma, we'll head over there in our flatbed and we'll pick them up and we'll bring them back to the winery. So if it's a white wine, we're gonna just take those grapes and we're gonna throw it straight into the press and press it for its juice and then deal and ferment with the juice itself. But for a red wine, it's a little bit more complicated. So we take the grapes and we put them on a conveyor and they go through a destemmer. And then after the destemmer, the grapes fall onto a sorting table where they get sorted. So all the matter other than grapes that come in with grapes, like leaves or petioles or stems, bad berries, you know, anything like that is what's taken out on the sorter. Raisins in particular, that's big every year. And then after that, they're put into a fermenter bin where they're soaked for a few days prior to starting their fermentation, which can last anywhere from maybe 12 days up to about 18 to 20. In the winery, it's been incredibly busy through harvest, processing all those grapes. We're at the point now where we're pressing off our final lots and get them ready for release at the beginning of 2018. One of the great things about the wine club is that we put on these really awesome events. We recently had a pickup party for the third quarter. It was attended by almost 200 people, so thank you guys for coming up here and picking up your wine. So look forward to more events happening in 2018 for the wine club. Love the fourth quarter, really love the winter time in the vineyards. I think it's a great time to visit the wineries. If you haven't been up to Beckmen recently, hope you can get up here really soon. Have a great new year, and we'll see you next year.